What is up, guys? Welcome back to 8 Ball Sports, and I want to first off apologize for the lack of videos past 3 days. There should have been an NFL recap video, and there should have been a college football recap video over the past weeks, and maybe something over the MLB on that other day that I missed. I'm kind of fit in the NFL recap into this video right here, and then the college football recap and predictions will all be tomorrow as well. So I'm going to go and get this thing started off quickly. I guess my excuse for why I've not really been posting is I've just been worn out. School and baseball have worn me out, practicing and then going home, doing homework, all that stuff. I hope you guys understand. Anyway, let's hop right in. So, recap of last week, I went 11-3. My only wrong predictions were the Falcons beating the Broncos. I had the Broncos beating the Falcons. That didn't happen. The Bucks beating the Panthers. I had the Panthers winning. I did not know Cam Newton was not going to play at the time, though, so that's kind of what I'm going to blame that loss on. And then the Eagles-Lions, not really much to blame it on there. Really thought the Eagles would win that game, and they didn't. So 11-3, though, really, really good. I'm not positive. Hang on real quickly as I move around my stuff on my desk. Let me check very, very quickly in the NFL. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I should have prepared this. Okay. I'm writing stuff down. Okay, 29-16. Quick math. I had to go back and check how I had done the past 2 weeks. So for 3 weeks here, I've been doing this, and I've been 29-16. This week, obviously my best. I believe I was 9-7, 9-6, and now 11-3. By far my best week. So let's hope we can keep that up here with Week 6 predictions, which we'll go ahead and hop into, with the first game being the Broncos versus the Chargers. Chargers blew yet another lead. Broncos lost their first game of the season. I think if Trevor Siemian plays, the Broncos win. If Paxton Lynch plays, the Broncos lose. I don't know. Siemian's questionable, I'm pretty sure. The Broncos' offensive line looked terrible. They let up so many sacks to the worst pass rushing team in the NFL, and the Falcons. Literally, go back and check. They've not been able to get any pressure on the quarterback at all in, forever. Sorry about that. I just realized the light probably was giving a little bit of a glare in the background. So I had the Broncos winning that game. Hoping Siemian plays to help me out with that. Browns versus the Titans. I had got the Titans beating the Dolphins, and I also got the Browns losing correct last week. I don't see the Browns winning this game. I believe Kessler is able to play, or cleared to play, but I just don't see the Browns winning the game. Titans are going to go on top going to win that game, in my opinion. Panthers versus the Saints. Again, another quarterback kind of question here. Is Cam Newton going to play? I'm pretty sure Ron Rivera said he looked good in practice today. The Saints, not a great football team. They have a pretty good offense. Their defense actually hasn't been as bad as most people expected, and their offense has been a little bit worse. They've kind of been a disappointing team this year. Everyone thought maybe they had a chance to be good, and they didn't really pan out. A few solid young pieces you can build off of. But, yeah, I had the Panthers winning that game. Steelers versus the Dolphins, pretty no-brainer here. Steelers, they dominated last week. They dominated the Chiefs the week before. Who did they play last week? They dominated the Jets, and then they dominated the Chiefs. So I had the Steelers winning that game. Bengals, Patriots, another nice game, but I think the Patriots are going to win. Tom Brady came back, looked phenomenal. Now he was playing the Browns. Don't think he'll have 400 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game, but I think he'll still be Tom Brady, and I think he'll still be fine. The 49ers versus the Bills. I have the Bills winning this game. I just don't trust the 49ers. I don't care who's quarterback. It could be Christian Ponder. It could be Colin Kaepernick. It could be Blaine Gabbert. I don't trust the 49ers. I don't think the quarterback really is their problem. I think they have a lot of problems on the line, both ways. And then I think they have, I don't know, I don't think their secondary is too strong. I think they have young pieces, but they're not strong. Hyde's been pretty good this year. Who else? Sorry about the conflicting hat and shirt, Cardinals and Marlins, but receivers, 49ers have no one. I mean, they have Curley, I think is his name, is the only guy that's caught a pass other than Carlos Hyde in that last game, at least till halftime or something. It was crazy. Anyway, don't trust them. Oh gosh, don't trust them. But I do trust the Bills actually fairly well. McCoy looked pretty good last week. They've won 2 straight, maybe 3 straight. I don't know if they were 0-2, but they're 3-2 now, so I have them winning. Ravens versus the Giants. I have the Giants winning this game. A little bit of a maybe surprise here. The Ravens 3-2, the Giants I believe 2-3. I think Odell Beckham Jr. is not going to have a great game because the Ravens defense is pretty solid, but he's going to have an okay game. I just don't trust the Ravens. I mentioned this week 4 after they were started off the season 3-0, and I've predicted them to lose the past 2 games, and they have. Their first 3 games were against some of the easiest opponents in the NFL. I know the Browns and the Dolphins were 2. I think the Jaguars, Browns, Dolphins, maybe not the Dolphins. Browns and Jaguars, I'm almost positive. Maybe the Dolphins. I'm not entirely positive on that, but I don't trust them. I don't trust their offense. They did not look good against the Redskins defense, only putting up 10 points. I just think the Giants are going to be able to win that game. Cowboys, Packers, I just can't bring myself to pick against the Cowboys right now. They just look so good. They dominated a Bengals team who most people thought had a very good chance of winning that football game. It was a blowout. I mean, the final score may not necessarily look like it because they did score, I know, a touchdown, at least a touchdown at the end of the game. But it was a blowout. I mean, that's the simple truth of it. Ezekiel Elliott ran all over him. Prescott still hasn't done an interception. He did fumble, but still hasn't done an interception. And I know they're playing the Packers, and I know there's Aaron Rodgers, and the Packers' rush defense has been phenomenal. But I just don't trust. I just can't bring myself to pick against Dak Prescott. Redskins versus the Eagles. I have the Redskins, who started off, I believe, 0-2 and are now 3-2, and I had them winning the past 3 games. I still believed in them, even though they lost their first 2, and I have them winning this game. I think the Eagles coming off a loss to the Lions, Wentz maybe starting to get a little shaken, throwing in that first interception. Don't think he's going to have a bad game by any means, but I think the Redskins are going to be able to come out on top of this one. Just in my prediction there. It's going to be a good game, though. Falcons versus the Seahawks. I don't trust the Seahawks offense in this game. The only time their offense has really gotten alive is when Christine Michael had a really good game, and I just don't see him having that good of a game. Even though the Falcons' defense isn't great, they're decent, and they may finally be starting to get some pressure. And if you're a Falcons fan, you hope for that, and their offense is obviously very, very dynamic. And you beat an undefeated team last week. You're going to keep rolling. Falcons could win that division over there, considering all the other teams are looking bad. Jags versus the Bears, the crappiest matchup of this week. Possibly, you could throw in the Browns-Titans, Titans with 2 wins, Browns with none, or Jags and Bears each with 1 win, so it's basically the same matchup. But I have the Bears winning this game. The Jaguars are just... They have a bunch of young pieces, but they haven't found a way to put them together yet. Brian Hoyer has looked great. Who would have thought I would ever be saying that sentence? But he's looked very good for the Bears. And I think they're going to win this game. I don't think it's going to be a good game. I mean, it could be a good game, but I don't think it's going to have any relevancy in the playoff hunt. If the Jags do win, though, I mean, that AFC South division is not looking great. So, Rams versus the Lions. I have the Rams. I know the Lions beat the Eagles, but I never thought I'd be picking the Rams at this point. I thought the Rams were terrible. Kind of surprised everyone 3-2. I kind of just think they're going to win this game. I don't really have a good reason why. It's kind of just my opinion there. So yeah, Chiefs versus the Raiders. I have the Raiders. Their offense is just so fast. Their defense is kind of looking like they maybe got something going. I don't know. They let up 31 points to the Chargers, so probably not. But I don't know. If their offense can keep carrying them, they're going to be able to do it. And I don't think the Chiefs have a good enough offense to stay with the Raiders' offense, even though the Chiefs' defense is good. Okay. Colts versus the Texans, AFC South matchup. Have the Texans winning this game. I just don't trust either of these teams, really. I don't trust Brock Osweiler, and the Colts have looked terrible, but I'm going to go with the Texans. Jets versus Cardinals. I have the Cardinals winning this game because I just don't like Ryan Fitzpatrick at the quarterback spot. He's just turning the ball. He doesn't take good enough care of the ball. And the Cardinals, maybe will finally start getting back on track. I don't even know if they have a chance to make the playoffs anymore. I mean, they obviously have a chance, but I don't even know if they're going to because they have to have a pretty good record. Those are my predictions for NFL Week 6. I know this video is maybe a little quick, but I tried to get the recap and the predictions video in at once. So I wanted to go as quickly as possible. Also, I have to record the college football predictions video right after this, which should be out tomorrow morning, Thursday morning. This should be out Wednesday night. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to like. This is a pin. And be sure to comment your opinion. If you disagree with me or if you agree with me, be sure to tell me why down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys later.